Good morning. Time to rise and shine for Larkin Sunshine in a brand new episode of Edge of Eternity. So, I did quite a bit of exploration. I was able to do some of the side quests, but not all of them. I was able to get a few more chests and crystals. But that's been pretty much it. Um, One of the quests had you to find some lost small birds that I got in the last recording. I did that, but I'm not able to make. And all you get was a blueprint for Selene. But unfortunately, we I cannot make it. I cannot craft her weapon from it. I I was looking. Oh, huh, that's on. I can't teleport out of here. Maybe that's why they aren't showing up in that one cave earlier. Yeah, it turns out that one of the objects I need for her thing, for her weapon, is later on. When the fire descended, Anselm embraced the people of the surface and welcomed their deaths as her own. 100 years passed when they were no more grubs, no more maggots. Ostia and the rest of the survivors left Anselm's holy arm. On the surface, they discovered that from the bodies of the 1,000 dead had sprouted 1,000 trees bearing countless fruits. Eggs. But speaking of weapons, I swapped back to. Ooh, this one also has defense breaker. Um, I swapped their items back to the uh, gem cutter and prophet staff because well the stats were just better on them. And now you see that the prophet staff now has 5 elements because apparently I can do that. I thought I had to wait until I had to get a brand new weapon, which the prophet staff technically is still brand new, but so either way, Darian and Selene can be able to hold up to 8 different crystals on their weapons. And one of those crystals has defense breaker, which is the crystal I just got from that chest. And that I equip onto Darian.
I won't enjoy this, nor will you.
Okay. So let's test out defense breaker. Oh, really? It was just one attack? Okay. So that doesn't count as an element. The kid said that I should watch out for these things. When they get to these crystals. And yes, I need to because they just healed from it.
Darkness before dawn.
And Selene also got another spell, gravity pull, which I just remembered because it just popped up. This is defense breaker and thunder rift. Um. Then I don't need this route anymore. Or do we still need it? Counter stance. guess I can throw it on right now. Okay.
I won't back down!
Okay, so the other crystals said that Thunder Rift and Defense Breaker were both on it, but as you see, it doesn't say that in the spells. And so, unfortunately, I don't know which one it is.
Everyone's hungry around here, but eating crystals?
I'm at a loss here. To my knowledge, this has no precedence. Why are they doing that?
You're asking me? Anyway, we should go deeper in the mine and leave these guys to their feast. They obviously hunt in packs. If we defeat their leader, they should understand they're next down the pecking order.
Observant, Darian. But why do you suppose we'll find him at the bottom of the mine?
They always are.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, you see there? This says time loop and an ice rift. It doesn't say here time loop and an ice rift. It says time loop, but not ice rift in the spells. Although time loop wouldn't be that bad. I'll think about it. But like, even if it is an ice gem, doesn't mean it will give me the ice rift ability. Another save point. Oh. So I can still warp, but I can only warp to the entrance. That's really weird. Let's take another look. Okay. This is really weird, even for them. Okay. Get water rift for these enemies. What?
I won't enjoy this, nor will you.
Oh wow, that's a lot. Whew. That was a lot. Good stat boost. Actually, Counterstance would have really helped out in that fight. There was 6 of this new enemy. Well, there were 6 enemies, but 5 of them were this new enemy. One of them was that Germ that we've fought before. My god. How did I barely survive both those encounters? Actually, that reminds me. I shouldn't do this. Um... No, no. Hey, good. What? Oh, that's my 100th chest. Can I get to another save point? Because I feel like I need one. Superior gemstone dodging stance. Water amber. causes water damage and reduces the target's armor. Interesting. Another bluestone, but nothing for water stuff. Or maybe there is water stuff. But I would have to take it off of Selene's staff. I normally save after recordings, but I don't know. I'm not trusting this at all. For some reason. Oh, we're at the end. As Ostia plucked the chrysanthemum from the holy tree, it blossomed into 1,000 petals from which Anselm was reborn, light and shadow intertwined. She carried her own baby to the realm of the gods and laid her down in front of Elvana and Krator, who, true to their words, granted the third throne to the infant goddess. Yep. There's the leader.
Well, if we take out Butterball here, the other will probably get the message and find another mine to infest. I mean, look at how large it is. How did it even get here?
Nature works in mysterious ways.
Disgusting ones, too. Look out, he's corroded! I won't back down!
Okay, what challenge do you have for me? Don't let... Wait, what? Don't let corroded Morum eat more than 2 crystals. Kill an enemy that is powered up by a crystal. And don't use fire. Oh, that was easy. Wait. Kill an enemy that is... I guess I can wait on that one.
I will commend your soul to the gods.
leave the small fries for now. I normally don't.
A prayer for your wayward soul. No! Not like this.
Oh, wow.
Ugh.
Looks like she was taking a lot more damage than I thought. I mean, I don't know why she is a mage. They're usually glass cannon. Or, well, squishy. Ooh, new I get a new I get new armor for Selene.
Let's tell the villagers the good news.
Please let me do the talking.
Works for me.
Oh, the magic stat goes down, but magic defense, incantation, speed, and speed. Alright, sure. I will do it for now. Yeah, do we have anything else down here? See another chest. Soul Blade. Yay. And a focus staff. I'll think about it. I could just get it to its full level. Aside from that. It's a real treasure trove. Huh. I thought there was going to be. Oh! Okay. You okay there? Oh.
Don't make fun of me, okay?
What?
People of Jagholm! I, Sister Selene of the Sanctorium, am the bearer of good news. The Sanctorium has heard your pleas and felt your suffering. It has extended its mighty hand to snuff out the fire that has threatened your lives. The monsters that blighted your mines and your farms have been chased away.
Is that true?
So we're saved?
The gods, in their infinite mercy, have spoken. You have suffered enough. The war has taken everything from you. Father and son, mother and daughter. Worst of all, the corrosion draws near every day, stealing the last shreds of your future, casting shadows over the holy light promised to you by the gods themselves. But don't lose faith, for your predicament is about to end. I, Sister Selene, swear this to you today. I will find a cure for the corrosion. I will find a way to cure all whose last hope is to die a painless death. I will end the endless cycle of torment that has plagued Harrion for so long. Or, mark my words, I will die trying. That is my oath to you, right here, right now.
Sister Selene, save
Thank
us,
you.
sister.
We will
Thank
pray
you.
for your fortune. Before you say anything, you must keep one thing in mind.
And what would that be?
I didn't enjoy it. Far from it.
Come on, sis, it's me. I know your natural penchant for drama.
I liked putting on airs when I was a kid, I admit, but not anymore. Now I hate it.
Then why?
I need to improve my oratory skills. My mission demands it.
Sanctorium politics?
Yes.
What's happening? Hey, I'm talking to you!
This is Medicrator, a young and wise, preferred and able man, daughters at the higher.
Answer me! Hey! I'm talking to you, Buster!
Why? Why did you have to disappoint us again and again and again and again and again? This has to stop. I will show you the way. I'm your only hope now.
Well, interesting. Wow, this learning is taking a while. As soon as I said it. Pursuing Selene's master, find the pass of Alfara. And that is northeast.
I didn't expect such spirit from you, priestess.
Hi, Myrna.
Alfarius would be proud.
What are you doing here? We just left Hirelsor. Did you follow us?
Well, it seems I have ruffled the wrong bird's feathers with my predictions. It didn't take long for the city guard to discover that I had lived in Arcadia a few months before coming to Hirelsor.
What, did they discover the special requests you asked for your readings?
No, rest assured. The little task I gave you will remain our secret. Quarantine was the only reason they needed to expel me from the city. So, here I am, my beloved crystal sent to the foundry for cleansing.
I am sorry to hear that.
It is the way of things. We rise or we fall.
Any plans?
I am going to Tir Kalem. Their city gates are still open for everyone, and they openly trade the kind of crystals I need for my predictions.
So let me guess, Myrna is going to be our next party member.
What about
For
you?
now.
Have you found Alfarius yet?
Not yet. We need to get through the pass of Alfera first.
We tread the same path, it seems.
Is that so? Well, why not come with us?
The path is dangerous, and your offer is certainly tempting. But I am not sure I would be entirely welcome in your little group.
Don't look at me like that. As long as you don't try to predict my future, we'll get along fine.
Then I would gladly accompany you. Keep in mind that once we reach Tir Kalem, we will part ways.
Fine by me.
Okay. So Myrna has knives. So either she's going to be the quickest fighter, like a rogue, or she'll be doing double damage in every turn. But for now, we're going to look at a few of these scenes. So let's go look at the one with her. Lady Myrna, may I ask you a question? For free, you mean? I am not on duty, priestess. Ask away. You keep saying we rise or we fall. Is there something hidden behind it? Perhaps. What do you think it means? That indolence is the worst of all evil? That the moment we cease to chase our goal, the day we cease to aspire to new heights with every fiber of our being, is the moment of our end? Is that what you think? What if people who don't have good? What if people who don't have goals or heights to aspire to? They fall. But it shouldn't happen anyways. Goals are not that hard to come by. You have to be blind and deaf to yourself in this state of the world not to find one. Surely, you honor your master's hopes, priestess. I expect no less from you. You have my answer. but what is yours? My views would reflect my heights, and I've already witnessed too many people falling. What do you mean by that? She means that there are two kinds of peoples in the world, those who succeed and transcend their limits, and the rest, as mere mortals, the people, the losers. I wouldn't have phrased it that way. I don't believe that people are content to failure at every point of their existence. But you're a soul searcher, aren't you? Helping people to rise your vocation? My work is not easy, I admit. You can listen to people, talk about their struggles, advise them, try to nudge them in the right direction, but ultimately you end up being a mere signpost on their path. Momentary respite, at best. They come to you with their problems, pit you against a lifetime of ghosts and fears, and expect you to triumph in the span of a few minutes of the talk of the cold pavement. And they rather anoint you as the champion of their struggles, rather than rise up to challenge themselves. Maybe you shouldn't have a soul searcher. That's a cool thing to say, Darian. I didn't mean it to be harsh. But yet I stand by this. Everything is better than false hopes. Maybe you should have become a soldier, young man, if you see hope as nothing but empty promises. Yes, maybe I shouldn't have. But what can I say? It's not if I had much choice in the matter. Okay, that was a pretty long one, so we'll just watch this one as well. I don't believe you're as cynical as you would think, as you would have us think. Belief is essential to your business model, Myrna. I'm not surprised that you feel that way. Surely there was a time when this little boy was full of hope and joy. There was a little boy, and there was such a time that little boy grew up. Tell me that story. Why the hell not? So, I was a kid, and like many kids, I dreamed of being a great hero and got myself my first wooden sword, like most of the kids my age. Eventually, I got quite good at swinging it around. Someone noticed me and gave me my first real sword. He was an ex-soldier, and his own kids weren't interested in fighting. He had this rusty old sword lying around, and he liked me, so he gave it to me. I knew her mom wouldn't let me have it, so I had it. I practiced in secret. I kept learning to use it and killed my first monster. That made me feel pretty confident. And that's when the mines near Elon were attacked by Gurns. I thought it was my time to shine, so I rushed to the mine. And as you can imagine, it went badly. What could a kid with a decade-old sword do against creatures made of stone? When we thought it was all over, Selene arrived out of nowhere. She used magic in front of other people for the first time. She saved me, she saved everyone. That's the first time I realized I was no hero. I was the one getting saved. That must have hurt your pride. No, not really. I have a hard time believing that. She got wounded because of me. She put herself in danger because of me. Was sent to the convent because of me. I was angry at myself. So there you are. The story of a boy who wanted to be a hero, but in the end wasn't even a very good soldier. So your hopes get crushed, but you have to get back up, pick up the pieces, and move on. Sounds like you haven't quite moved on. I haven't even finished picking up the pieces. Why are you telling on this someone whose opinion counts so little? You never question yourself, Myrna. And you go around spreading lies like they're facts to whoever's buying. Your ridiculous do a lot of damage to the people who take your words at face value, and you don't even realize it because you never hang around long enough to find out. You never question yourself, and people like that aren't dangerous. With all due respect, you're not in my head. Well, you can't stop trying to weasel yourself into mine. Strange choice of words. One might think you have an interest in me. And now you're just making fun of me. Did it really happen like that? Damn it. Hey. There's the same. There's the same. And that's gonna be it for now. Next time, we travel with our new companion. Thank you all for watching. If you subscribe to Sunshine, then you will have sunshine all the time.